This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor. If you have a radio you want to check out, this is the program for you. We are air check recording between now and 5 Eastern, and then we'll post it on YouTube, and just a little bit after that. We give ourselves a couple of days to have time to be sure and get it posted by then. But then if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for my group Air Check 22219, that will be today's air check. So you would go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, and that would take you to the Qso-Vlog page. And on that page we have about 450 Qsos, but the one that you'll be looking for is entitled My Group Air Check 22219. My Group Air Check 22219. This is KC9VKV.
This is KC9VKV.
The WMA1 mobile, I've got a little bit better copy on you this time, Roger.
Mobile, I've got a little bit better copy on you this time, Roger. Roger, Roger. Mike Alpha Delta. Alpha Delta, FAD.
Roger, and what's the name there, sir?
Roger, and what's the name there, sir?
Copy of the name is Art. Is that correct, Art?
Copy of the name is Art. Is that correct, Art?
Yeah, Art, you're still marginal, sir. And the Rochester SDR has got about a 10-second to 12-second delay on it, so it makes it pretty difficult to try to use it with that much delay in it. 6 seconds or so isn't too bad, but if it's out to 12, that's pretty long.
Seconds or so isn't too bad, but if it's out to 12, that's pretty long.
It's actually 7 seconds, but it seems like an eternity. A 7-second latency on the Rochester SDR, Roger.
7-second latency on the Rochester SDR, Roger.
So Art, maybe if you could find a hill somewhere, that's it. Try to hilltop. maybe you can make it then. I'm not real sure. This is KC9VKV. We'll just have to say 3s for now for Art in that mobile, and maybe if conditions get real good later on, maybe give us a shout. Right now, though, I don't have a real good copy. So this is KC9VKV and the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog program. If you've got a radio you want to check out the audio, give us a shout. We're recording between now and 5 Eastern Standard Time. KC9VKV.
And 5 Eastern Standard Time.
Station, you are right at my noise level, but come back one more time.
One more time.
Yeah, still marginal. It's one of those afternoons, folks. It might be running a kilowatt 400 or 500 miles and coming in at maybe a dB or 2 above noise level. Now, I'm not real sure, but conditions are not with us very well this afternoon. Not too well this afternoon, but we shall continue to try. Maybe we can persuade Mother Nature to be a much nicer Mother Nature than perhaps she is at the moment. Let her concentrate and conjure better conditions from here to there, and improve our conditions immensely. Come on, Mother Nature, you can do it. This is KC9VKV.
Delta Golf Bravo.
Alpha Golf Bravo, what's the rest of that?
Kilo Echo 0. Delta Golf Bravo. Bravo. Kilo Echo 0. Delta Golf Bravo.
Roger, Roger. And what's the name there, sir? Kilo Echo 0. Delta. What is that? Give me the last half of that. I thought I had it.
Delta Golf Bravo.
Delta Golf Bravo. Roger, Roger. And what's the name, please?
Jim. Juliet India Mike.
Roger, Roger. I think I can remember that. I share in that name. What's your location, sir?
Springfield, Missouri.
Roger, Roger. And how's it going this afternoon?
Oh, a little bit rainy out here, but it's better than the ice and snow.
Roger, Roger. What kind of radio are you running?
ICOM 7300.
Oh, is there any other radio? That 7300 is a beautiful radio. Roger, Roger. Roger, now conditions are starting to slip a little bit. I guess you noticed my signal to you has backed down a little bit.
Yes, it has, but it's still coming in just strong.
Roger, Roger. Well, you are now about 2 dB above my noise level, so I'm assuming that you're running right at 100 watts. Is that a Roger?
That is a Roger. That is a Roger.
All right, let me demonstrate what 100 watts sounds like to you. I'll drop down to 100. We are down to 100 watts right now. This is pretty much what your signal is to me. And then we're back to the KW, Roger.
Yeah, you go from about a S6 to about a little over S9 by that power.
Roger, I am copying you now about 5 dB above my noise level. I am copying you a little bit better now. You are 5 dB above my noise level, Roger.
Yep. Oh, Mother Nature's playing with it.
Roger, I just checked the other SDRs. I'm monitoring the Rochester SDR, Raleigh SDR, and the Milford PA SDR. I'm not copying you on any of those, but I am copying you direct. We're near Louisville, Kentucky, Roger.
Yep, I've been there a time or two. Used to do art shows in Louisville.
Roger, now what kind of art are we talking about there, sir?
Metal sculptures, kinetic metal sculptures is what I used to do.
Oh, Roger, Roger, on the metal sculpturing. I wasn't sure when you were talking about art. There's all kinds of that. Well, now, what would be typically the size of the metal artwork that you would construct?
3 or 4 feet wide, 4 or 5 feet tall. So I could move around to go to different shows across the country and load the van up and make sure I had enough that I wouldn't sell out.
Roger that, Roger that. Well, how long ago how many years did you do that, and when was the last time you did it?
I did it for about 20 years, and I probably quit in 2010, and I still mess with it, but I'm more or less retired. I had a real job before that for about 18 years, and they let me go, and I said, well, what am I going to do now? And the way I've always messed around with stuff, I came up with metal sculptures, and people were buying them, so I said, well, that's what I need to be doing.
Oh, Roger that, Roger that. Well, you know, not to change the subject, but I've got 2 tablets here that they're Amazon Fire tablets, and I'm trying to keep them running, and right now they don't want to listen to what I'm telling them to do. Now I was trying to get the Raleigh, North Carolina SDR back on the channel, and I've got that one. Well, anyway, so what's the name in there again?
Who are you talking to, Jim?
Talking to you, sir, Springfield.
Well, you should remember that. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Jim, and what was your name again?
Jim.
All right, well, see what I did. I drew a line Now, usually when I draw a line, that's whatever is above the line is regards to what's above the line, and whatever is below the line is, involved with what's below the line. So I had drawn a line between Jim and Springfield, and so that line shouldn't be there. Roger, Roger?
Yeah, it ought to be up above Jim.
That's right. That's right. So, and that's what I get for messing around with these SDR tablets instead of concentrating on what I'm doing. Roger?
No, I understand completely. Oh, shoot, I would imagine you got quite a few knobs and with those two computers sitting there. I'd be pretty confused. I have two microphones sitting on my desk, Jim, and I've been known from time to time pretty frequently to pick up the wrong microphone to talk to somebody.
Roger, Roger, Jim Malone. Now, this is the truth. In my mobile, I have a stack of radios on the hump between the front seats. And I have 5 different radios, and they're all held in place by strategically placed Gorilla Tape. Now, Gorilla Tape is the next best thing to metal fabrication. You can take 2 or 3 strips of Gorilla Tape, and it will have the strength of steel. And so I have these radios kind of cumed up on top of each other, held strategically in place by Gorilla Tape. And so then I have 5 microphones that are laying over by the gear shifter, And there was one afternoon I was... One of those radios is a CB radio that I sometimes use when traffic is backed up from here to there and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I do have that, unfortunately, I do have that CB radio amongst the stack, so to speak. And this guy was making gorilla sounds. It was an 18-wheeler on channel 19 making gorilla sounds, and it just kept on. It was a repeater tape of a gorilla sound effect, and he just kept on running that and running that and running that, and finally he stopped. And I picked up that microphone and I called him every word I could think of. I was just infuriated, and then I looked down, and lo and behold, it was the wrong microphone. I was on the local 2-meter repeater frequency. Roger?
Yeah, I bet everybody who listened to that 2-meter repeater frequency was amused anyway.
Roger. Well, I did disappear from the frequency for about 2 weeks, Roger.
I don't blame you. I do the same thing.
I did then disconnect the CB radio. I said, I don't care if I'm in the worst traffic jam I've ever been in. I don't want that experience again, Roger.
Well, maybe we just cut down the number of radios you had in there. It would have helped a little bit.
Roger. Well, that's the thing, though. When you stack radios on top of each other, it's very difficult to pull out a radio from the middle of the stack. So you just kind of have to just leave it in place, but make sure that you dump the fuse out of it or whatever you have to do to be sure and you don't use it again, but still you can leave it in the stack. Roger?
Yeah. We have ways of compensating for those kind of problems.
Roger. Yeah, probably just take the mic off. I didn't even think about that. When you got 5 mics, you sure could use some space. I should have just taken the mic off. That would have probably solved the problem. Solved a couple of problems.
Yeah. I just turned that radio off. They aren't going to tell you anything but gorilla sounds.
Oh man, I tell you, and it just he was doing about 200% modulation, so it just cut through, and oh gosh, just took my head off. Well, anyway, Jim, listen, I've got you down on tape now, so all you need to do is within a couple of days go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and that will take you to the our Qso-Vlog page, and when you're there, you'll be looking for a Qso-Vlog entitled My Group Air Check 22219. My Group Air Check 22219. Roger?
Yes, Yeah, well, I've been listening for a few weeks, and so I decided since you weren't hearing a whole lot this afternoon, I'd give you a try anyway. And I appreciate it. You have a great day. KE0DGB.
Roger, roger, sir. 3 way, sir. I enjoyed it. And drop by next Friday if you get a chance. Check in next Friday. Hopefully, all things being equal and the creeks don't rise, we'll be here again then. So we'll be looking for you to drop by and say hello.